What's up, guys? It's wedding day, and today is officially my last wedding for the 2023 wedding season. I'm excited. It's been a wild and crazy and insane wedding season. So I'm glad that today's my last one, and I would like to say that I can take a little bit of a breather, but December and January are big months for company holiday parties, and then February and March are really big months for fashion and retail events. A lot of stores and a lot of designers, they bring out their spring lines. So they're always looking for DJs to come into their establishments and their retail stores, their fashion shows, all that, and DJ. So there isn't really much of a downtime for me. I'll have probably about 2.5 weeks, and then the craziness sort of just starts all over again. And then my wedding season for next year officially kicks off in April. And next year is probably going to be one of my busiest years yet. I have so many events and weddings. It's lunacy. And you know, in fact, next year is probably about 95% full for me. And a lot of people are booking me for 2025 events now. We're just now getting kicked off with engagement season. So over the next 2 months, as you guys out there, you guys know a lot of people will be getting engaged, and they'll be looking for their DJs and venues and vendors and all that. So I would expect my 2025 season is probably going to get filled pretty darn quick, probably by January, maybe even beginning of February. And then that's a wrap. I'll be pretty much booked solid for 2 years straight. So today is going to be a good one. It's at a new venue I've never played at before. It's called Stutson House. It's a smaller wedding. I think they only have about 80 people. But inside, it's the regular reception system. They got their photo booth. I'm not doing the inflatable today for the photo booth. I'm doing just a fabric backdrop. And for my lighting, I'm using a brand new lighting fixture that I just got about a week ago, and I'm excited for. I'm not going to be using any movers or anything like that because this is a smaller venue. So it doesn't need to be wild and super bright and crazy, you know, with all the usual lighting effects. And then their ceremony is about 20 minutes away, so I gotta set everything up, hop back in a Tahoe, haul ass over to the ceremony area. There's no power at the ceremony, so I'm using my JBL battery setup today. And they're only going to have, I think, like 20 or 30 people at the ceremony. So standing room only, and just some quick audio, no mic, nothing that's too crazy or wild. So it's going to be quick, easy, simple. Roll it in, turn it on, fire up the iPad, play their music, and done. Easy. And then back here for the cocktail hour. They're not doing a traditional dinner. It's basically like grazing stations. So as soon as people come back, and once grand introductions and speeches are done, then it's pretty much open dancing for the rest of the night. So it'll be a good one. This will be a perfect way for me to end my season. And they're looking for a lot of club tracks, a lot of throwbacks, a lot of college party, frat party, sorority party type of vibe. And it'll be fun. So Tahoe's loaded up. I got to get everything inside because I've only got about 2 hours to get everything ready and changed and get pictures and some video. And then like I said, I got to head over to the ceremony spot. So I'm going to have to work extra quick and extra hard getting everything inside. Because originally the venue said I only had an hour, but luckily they're giving me an extra hour to get everything in. And so 2 hours. I normally like to have at least 3 hours for my setups, but I can do it. No problem. So let me get everything in, and you guys will see me set everything up. We'll go through it. Okay guys, I am all done setting up. I am sweating my butt off because I had to hustle and do this probably within about an hour, but I'll walk around. Let me show you guys the venue. Do a little walk around. Got some animals up on the wall. Card table. Bar. Seating chart. And what's really cool about this venue, guys, is that all these bricks used to be part of a bridge that came across the river called the Stutson Street Bridge. And that's why this venue is called the Stutson House. So all these bricks, they're all from the old bridge, which is really, really cool. Adds a lot of a charm. Here's the main area. There's no real formal seating, I think, tonight. I think everyone's just going to kind of sit where they want since there is no formal dinner. Everyone is just going to kind of eat at their own leisure tonight. But let me run around and show you guys what gear I have for tonight. Alright guys, so we're back from the ceremony now. Ceremony was quick, easy, kind of tucked back in a corner, so you know, I was out of the way. It took me literally, I think, maybe 2 minutes to get everything set up. That's the nice thing about the battery operated setups. There's very little time that it takes to get things up and running, and you're good. So we're back now at the venue, and I'm just going to do a quick spin so you guys can actually see how the uplighting looks in here and the ambiance and all that. They have the house system going. This isn't my music, but yeah, so let me... I'll be alright.